looking for a new house, you can either buy one that's been already lived in, or you can build one brand spanking new. That's what I did. This is my brand new house right behind me here in Riverlights. I'm excited to talk about new construction a little bit. A lot of my clients don't realize when you go to look at a house, resale homes and new construction homes are typically around the same price at the end of the day. Why not go ahead and pay the same price for something brand new? You have everything under warranty, everything's taken care of. I'm gonna take you in this video through all the steps, the general steps of new construction from start to finish, and I'm gonna use my house as an example. Let's check it out.
All right, it all starts with picking your lot and your builder, and then you're gonna sign a contract and most likely put down a builder deposit. This can vary from builder to builder, but this will lock in your base price and it'll get your timeline started. So here's why that matters. Once you're under contract, changes become harder and more expensive. So you'll want to go in with your eyes wide open and a good understanding of your budget and the options that are available. Next is the design phase. This is really important because it's often where people blow their budget. A lot of builders will provide a base price for a house, and then at the design center, you will add on all of these things. So just be very careful when you're trying to price it out. This is arguably the most fun. It's where you get to dream all your finishes and pick out everything. If you're working with a builder who allows you to do that, usually there'll be a design center where you can pick out your finishes, your floors, cabinet color, tile, countertops, backsplash, all that fun stuff. So after the design phase, the builder starts handling permits and scheduling the actual construction. This part can feel a bit slow, but it's really where the real prep work happens. They're lining up crews and materials. So it's a lot of hurry up and wait. It's a good time to kind of check in your timeline expectations so you're not caught off guard if you're driving by your site and you feel like nothing's happening. The very first step is typically the foundation. If you're a slab, that's going to be a big poured monolithic slab of concrete. That's my build. Then you're going to move into the framing phase. This can be done a couple of different ways. Some houses are framed on site and built there. My particular build actually was framed off site, and they brought all of these pre-assembled walls and trusses and everything in on a trailer and essentially set it up like a Lego house. After the home is framed, then you're going to be moving on to the roof, the windows, the doors. You're going to make sure the house is wrapped, typically a Tyvek wrap or a moisture barrier to keep the house dry on the inside before siding and the roofing material goes on. And then after all that will be your major systems like your plumbing, your electrical, your HVAC, rough ends they're called. So this is going to be where everything is set into place into the home before drywall. Now right here is a very important time to go ahead and get a home inspection. Home inspectors in my area will have new construction packages where they will do a pre-drywall home inspection. This is your main opportunity to catch any particular imperfections with the build before they put up drywall. This is your only time to see into the wall. So I cannot stress how important it is to get a home inspection pre-drywall right here. It saved us, and my inspector was able to find a pretty lengthy punch list of things that we were able to take care of before that drywall went up. Next comes drywall and finishes. Paint, flooring, cabinet, lighting. This is where the house really comes together and starts to actually look like a house. I would say usually you're probably within 60 days out of closing once this is starting. And once that's all done and the house is in move-in ready condition, then a couple things happen next. First thing is, if you are getting a home inspection, which is highly recommended, this is when you go ahead and have your inspector in there. The CO is issued, the home is ready to be lived in. Go ahead and have your inspector go through the house and spot anything else that might come up.
One thing that a lot of people skip with new construction is a home inspection, and I don't know why at all. Best money you could ever spend. They noted a lot of things. For example, stuff that you wouldn't recognize, like appliances were scratched, so they completely replaced this. If I didn't see that this was scratched, or if the home inspector didn't see this was scratched, we would be living with it because we didn't notice it, because after you close on your house, it is completely yours. This community has a model here, and that model is the same floor plan that we have. So we were able to walk through that house and get a feel for where the fireplace is, where the ceiling, where the door is, and where things would fit. Before we even started building, we knew exactly what it was going to be, and we had the floor plan ready. If you were building a custom home, you might be working with an architect to develop your own floor plan. You may not be able to walk through it first, so that is a benefit of going with a builder that has pre-made floor plans.
Then usually on the day of closing or just before, you will do your final walkthrough. And this is really, really exciting, but it's also nerve-wracking because you want to make sure that all the items on the inspection were addressed properly and all the things that you blue tape were done to your satisfaction. Remember, you're paying a lot of money for this home. And the second that you close on it, that home is yours, and it is much more difficult to get them to come back and fix bigger items. And almost all builders will have a series of warranties. Around here, I'm used to seeing a 10-year structural warranty on the foundation and roof trusses and things like that. Typically a 2-year mechanical warranty on electric and plumbing, etc. And a quick pro tip, this is also a really good time to go ahead and schedule a 10 or 11 month home inspection again to make sure that once you've lived in the home for a year, you can take the most advantage of that builder warranty and give them one last list to fix.
All right, so that is just the tip of the iceberg. I was only able to cover a little bit in this video of the whole process. Every builder, every state's gonna be a little bit different, but you should generally hit these same checkpoints. But I would say building a home is special. It's amazing to be the first person to ever live in a house, to be the first one to enjoy it, to really make it yours and to really style it. There's just nothing like that new home smell. So if you are looking to build a house or you're curious about new construction or the process, especially if you're here in Wilmington, North Carolina, give me a call, let's talk. I know a lot of different communities and a lot of different builders here and have a good idea of the products offered, and I would be happy to help you walk through and build your new home.